Hi guys! It's finally that time of the month where we set up a whole new monthly spread. June has been amazing so far, but it hasn't ended just yet. There are still a lot of things that is about to happen this coming week, some a little sad and some quite exciting. But we'll talk about that a little later. For now, let's set up our July monthly spread. So do grab your tea, a snack, and pens, and let's get started. For this month, my July stickers has already been uploaded, so by now you already know the theme for this month, which is a rainy day. I'm starting to feel the rainy season coming up on us. It's starting to become a little chilly at night, and we've been experiencing some drizzly afternoons. So for my cover page, I opted for a window peeking into the drizzly weather outside. I made this design on Procreate, which you're all probably familiar with. I've been using Procreate to add in additional drawings for my bujo that is too difficult to be done just on my GoodNotes app. I'm lucky to have the default pens on my Procreate app since, as I've mentioned before, I haven't gotten into creating my own pens just yet. Here I use the rain pen on their elements, and of course it's always important to layer in your drawings to easily adjust to whomever is supposed to be on top and at the bottom. I use the brush pen to write in July with my go-to fake calligraphy writing. Actually, how do you even know if the calligraphy is fake? Maybe I'm just writing on my own font, right? Anyways, I duplicated the word July, which is another common thing I do with my bujos. All I do is duplicate the layer and adjust it a little bit and change the base lettering to black to make it look like a drop shadow. Moving on to the next page, which is my monthly spread, I went for a much simpler look. My boxes for this month is a lot bigger than I usually go for, just because, as all of you already know, I doodle in these boxes with what happened for that day, the highlights, the high, the low, so I would need a bigger space for that. I can't give you the exact size of the boxes since I'll be adjusting the size because the first boxes that I made was too big and it didn't really fit the notebook, which I resized it instead of rewriting all the boxes all over again. Stupidly, I didn't realize that the video stopped recording, so here's a run-through of what happened. I added in some drop shadows to represent the OG Amanda Rach Lee since she didn't use one for this month. And it actually fits into my aesthetic for this theme. I simply use a dark gray highlighter and yes, with a ruler, I drew in a 90-degree angle which represents the drop shadow. I'm currently watching the live stream of the 5th BTS Master, which was nicely sponsored by the one and only superfan that I know, Sam. So if I seem a little distracted, it means that V is strutting in front of the camera. I often go back and forth with my drawings just because at times I still don't feel satisfied with it. Like right now, I'm back to my Procreate app. I'm doodling in some fairy lights, which is what I often see when I first came into my room. It is nicely or neatly placed in front of my window, which is why I feel that fairy lights are very relaxing, and it sets up the right mood and is perfect for this theme since it's all about relaxation underneath the rainy or gloomy clouds. Do you guys remember the stickers that I made? Here is the first feature where I used the teacup drawing and I resized it to fit in the page. I prefer drinking tea during the rainy days. Well, I actually drink tea every day just because it helps me feel more relaxed and makes my tummy feel much lighter. I added in a new feature for my monthly spread, which is color coding, a much easier way for me to check in with the events that I have for the day. I wasn't able to use the color codes that I created at the first part since the colors didn't really go in with my theme. So for now, I'm using red for YouTube, yellow for birthdays, green for work events, and blue for holidays. I also added a quote that says, "I may not be your cup of tea, but I'm someone else's shot of tequila," which is another drink na mainit sa sikmura. I feel like it took me quite a while doing this spread since this is already the next day and I'm now starting with my mood tracker. I didn't add in a habit tracker this month since I will be already placing it on my paper journal, so stay tuned for that. Don't forget to hit the bell button to be notified when I'll be posting another setup with me. I actually enjoy making two journals since I could cater to my digital bullet journal friends and my paper bullet journal friends. Plus a little update with the live stream, my phone is already filled with gradient purple lights, which looks wonderful by the way. The army is waiting for the boys to, I feel like, do an encore since the concert is about to end. But anyways, I'm sure a lot of you already watched that on your VLive apps by now. So, going back to my mood tracker, I have to say this is my favorite so far. More features of my doodles. I went for a rainy mood tracker since the rain brings either a happy, sad feeling, in short, mixed emotions. I was able to play in with the colors, which was really fun, and my stickers fit right in. So if you want to recreate this, make sure to check in my latest video, or should I just add it in as a PDF in the description down below? Check it out to find out. I added in a quote that says, "There's adventure between the raindrops." And luckily, it fits right in the middle of the raindrops. I did the same thing as I did earlier for July. I duplicated the words and added in a drop shadow. Again, as I said earlier, instead of a happy tracker, I added in a something I did new for the day. Something I started on May but wasn't able to fill in that much. So I wanted to start again this month because it's a nice thing to encourage yourself to do something new every day. So I really recommend others to start this as well, so that you will stop complaining that your everyday life is going like a broken record player that is always on repeat, and start getting excited for something new to happen each day. I forgot to mention before, but during the midweek of June, I transferred in my weekly spread to my digital bullet journal, since I have a lot to say after the end of the day and the space on my notebook is just not enough. I also feel like a lot of people prefer a paper journal with me, since I feel like a lot of them can do it with me or have the same materials on hand. I also feel like I can express more of my dailies with my paper journal, since I could add photos and more stickers or scrapbook materials that I already have laying here. So for now, enjoy this weekly spread and the gorgeous Jimin looking up to the sky. I just can't leave them behind on my June spread, since I'm still not over fangirling and learning about these amazing boys. So be prepared for more random BPS photos on my bujos. As long as I can find a photo related to my team, expect it to be in here. But of course, you can just add in your own twist to this if you want to recreate this. If you're not a fan, I don't know why you're not, but yeah, you can add in, you can look for a photo of someone else looking onto the rain and just replace Jimin with that. But for me, I prefer him. So, anyway, going back, I'm actually being a little emotional since the live concert has already ended and the boys shared such lovely, or should I say, their magical experiences. I am so thankful that I got to watch this live stream. So to my sponsor, thank you. It was the highlight of my day. It was my first time streaming a 2-hour concert. So yeah, again, something new for today. And to end this setup with me, here is the layout for my July favorites. And as I mentioned earlier, you will continue seeing a few BTS photos here and there. But yeah, and again, you can replace it with your own twist. Since this is a personal bullet journal of mine, I prefer putting in BTS photos. So yeah, anyways, that is for today's video. Again, please do subscribe and thumbs up this video, share it with your friends and family so that our YouTube community will grow as well. And thank you guys for watching. 사랑해요.